Castles in the tropics. White, gleaming castles along the coast of Western Africa. Yes, once fortresses, dating from the 15th century, when Portuguese, English, French, Danes, Brandenburgers, Dutchmen and Swedes struggled for the mastery of the west coast with its treasures of gold and ivory. Now the Union Jack floats peacefully over those fantastic castles as the big Atlantic breakers spend themselves against the rocky coast. The castle at Cape Coast, built by the Portuguese and later enlarged by the English. The castle at Anamaboo with palm trees and stretches of gleaming sand, one of the castles that the English built. Dixcove Castle, with a flight of steps leading down to the fishing village beneath, where the young native boys and girls rest in the shade of the pink oleanders. Up on a grassy headland it stands, the cannon looking out from its battlements across the sea. Through the gateway lies the courtyard. And a native boy comes out to learn his English grammar, out on the battlements where before only the power of bloodshed ruled the land. Further down the coast is Elmina, the most beautiful castle of them all, standing proud and glistening on a promontory of rock. All along the beach lie the fishing boats, each hewn from the trunk of a single tree. The Portuguese were building Elmina Castle when Columbus set out on his voyage to America. The stones and marble of which it is built were brought in boats from Portugal, and around it they dug a deep moat with a drawbridge across it to the gateway. Inside lies the lovely courtyard, with great staircases leading into vast, cool rooms. Far away lies Chamar, most fantastic of castles, called after St. Sebastian by the Dutch who built it. On a barren rock it stands in the middle of the village, and like swords beaten into plowshares, the guns are planted to mark the roadway. Unreal, it seems, like a toy castle almost. Across the glistening breakers, the fishing boats come tumbling in, and from the rocks at Abadzi, the natives watch the wooden craft as the waves seem to dash them on the beach. The women take the fish and cut them open, preparing them for smoking in the round kilns, of which there seem to be hundreds in these fishing villages. They are cured by being smoked on wooden fires, so that the fish can be sent hundreds of miles inland as food for the natives in the villages of the bush. Stinkfish it is called, and it must be admitted that the name is apt. Up toward the ruined castle on its hill of rock, the village creeps, a medley of huts. And everywhere cluster the round kilns for the curing of the fish. Down below, the breakers dash sparkling in the sunshine and break invitingly on the golden sand. The sun begins swiftly to sink. The palm trees shimmer in the evening light. The breakers beat out echoes of the past, of bloodshed, of cruelty, of slavery forever ended in these days when the forgotten fortress is a rest house, where the Englishman can shelter for the night as he journeys through on his official rounds to find out how best to care for and to help the native races of West Africa.